Aha, me hearties, and welcome aboard the captain's ship. So today, in today's video guys, chaps, girls, I just wanted to have another go at practicing netting, because the last time I tried it I wasn't very successful. So this time around I am actually in a different boat. The game has had quite a few updates over the last 5 or 6 days. And the aim here, just in case you've never seen this before, but I suspect many of you have by now, the aim is to drop the net, and you see the slider on the screen there, is to try and keep it in the middle. If it goes off to the left and goes off to the right, if it goes right to the edges of that slider, then you begin to get in a little bit of trouble, and that's when you start to damage the net. Now, when I previously did this on the smaller boat, I had great difficulty in doing this. I don't know if it's because I've changed boats, ships, that's slightly easier. But I've also noticed when you do the netting on this ship, the throttle, I don't know if this is an update, but the throttle automatically gets adjusted. When I last did it a few days ago on the smaller ship, I had to control the throttle myself. This one I've noticed on this particular ship, the throttle is automatically set, so you can only go to a certain speed. I don't know if that's an update or it just applies to this ship. I've not yet tried it on the smaller one, because previously when I tried it on the smaller one I had control over the throttle. I can slow the ship up, but I've only got a certain amount of I've got reduced power on the throttle. It seems to be very much automated on this one. So that was quite easy. Now on this particular ship, as I mentioned before in previous videos, the fish have all got to be packed before you can actually unload them, which can take quite a long time if your crew haven't leveled up, and I have got quite a novice crew on board this ship at the moment. Shall we go check them out, see how busy they are? Let's see if we can go down below. Keep an eye on the crew. But yeah, once the crew level up, they do tend to do things an awful lot faster. They're pretty terrible at first. They're very, very slow. Why can't I open that door? There we are. We're in. There they go. And it looks like so she'd be on the gutting table, and the crew have gone in here. Actually, that's the packing area, of which we're not allowed access. The captain of the ship is not allowed access to the packing area. Well, that's where the other 2 crew members are. So what we'll do is, like I say, I'm just practicing netting. I just wanted to have a go at netting on this ship. I haven't actually done it. I've been long lining. That's what I've been doing. I've been long lining. So I thought, I just want to practice the netting. So that's basically what I'm doing on this video. And also we will talk about the draw for the giveaway, which I think is tomorrow. So first of all, let's just set a course. Let's just drop another net. Let's fast travel down to this area here, because it's easy to find the locations of the fish having this map here. They show up. 1 or 2 people have said, oh, maybe put an hardcore mode in where you can't actually see that, but you don't have to look at that. You can turn that off. You do have the option of not actually looking at that, but obviously you will get some idea of where they are because you would have seen it previously. But anyway, let's have a go at dropping one of the nets. Just practicing. Hopefully there is fish here. I haven't really done a search. I just know that we're going to stand a chance of catching something here. But I just want to see how easy it is. You can actually do it from the wheelhouse as well. although you can't see if you're without looking down, you can't see your throttle. But if you look at the gauges on the screen, you've got the fuel one, and you've got actually the knots, how fast you're going, just above it. And we damaged the net. I need to get it back in the middle. So we have actually got a little bit of cargo on. I've actually got some fish on board, so that obviously might affect lowering the releasing the net, because it does seem to affect how fast the ship will travel and how it manoeuvres in the ocean. It seems to change when you've got a little bit of cargo. It most definitely changes when you've got a full cargo of fish on. But yeah, the netting, a lot easier. I can remember on that other boat I struggled with it. I'm not doing too bad this time around. It's quite easy. I don't know how it'll be when the how it'll be when the sea's a lot rougher. It's going to be a lot more difficult. That's keeping it nice and steady. We're not. I don't think I'm moving slowly. Wow, that was quite that just amazed just how easy that was compared to a couple of days ago when I tried it on that small boat. Maybe it's got something to do with this ship, with it being a bigger ship. I don't know. And the sea's getting a little bit rougher now, so I hope nobody suffers from seasickness. So let's just hope the devs aren't watching this now and they decide to make it a little bit more difficult. No, please keep it how it is, like that, because I suspect when the sea is a little bit more rougher, it will be a lot more difficult. Don't change it. So I have actually been longlining. The advantage of netting is you don't have to pay for the bait, so you save a little bit of cash. So what I need to do is, this is where the logistics part of the game comes in, and like I say, I'm just trying to do a shortish video. I suppose really I should really try and waste some time, so the only way I'm going to do that is fast travel to the docks and skip a bit of time. You can't skip time once you're out on the ocean. You can't drop the anchor and go to sleep or anything like that. I would have thought they would have put that in the game, but no, they haven't. I don't want to go over my lines as well. Nearly went over my lines then. I might have come in for some criticism there, going over my lines. It's one of the things I do in YouTube. You do get quite a bit of criticism from the professionals. Not all the professionals. I had a couple of nice chaps just the other day. They were real fishermen. One was from France. Let me just give these guys a mention. One was from France and one was from southern Australia, and they posted to me on Facebook some of the images of the boats and ships that they work on. If you want to go and check them out, go to the Facebook page and you can see a couple of images. So thanks for that, guys, because if anybody who does know me knows I know nothing about boats. I know nothing about ships. I've been on ferries when I've been to Greece and places like that. I mean, my profession was a truck driver. I was a truck driver. I know nothing about boats. So there you go. So what we'll do is I'll actually fast travel down to here to skip some time, because I want to see how easy it is to actually pick these nets up. Because if you remember, if you watched one of the other videos where I did it on the small boat, I actually had to press the keys because I only had one crew member. Remember that? I only had one crew member and I had to press the keys as I was bringing the nets in, and I wasn't very good at it. So on this ship I've actually got a full crew, so I'm hoping the crew are going to take over and I can just be the captain. I can just be the boss. I'm the gaffer. Ha 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 ha. Now I've also noticed what game version is this. I think this is game version 998. I did notice there that the other boats and ships in the dock are actually the right way up. There's been one or two problems just lately of the boats being upside down. The devs have been, I suspect they're working very, very hard in the background, and I suspect they're going to need, maybe wishing they got more time to get this game ready. But that's going to be interesting. See what the game's like when it's actually released. Right, so there you go, chaps. I've actually skipped a little bit of time. I couldn't actually sell any of the fish because I hadn't packed them. But never mind, I'm hoping they're not going to go off. I haven't got actually a freezer on board this ship yet, so I just hope the few fish I've actually got in storage don't go off. So, nets. Let's go pick this net up. I think the longest you can leave them out for is 30 hours, I think. After that, they start to go off and you risk losing your catch. So let's just organise the crew, and I'm hoping now, let's go pick the nets up. I'm hoping now that the crew are going to take over, and I haven't got to do the key thing like I did on that small boat, remember? So I'm hoping I can just be the skipper of this ship. So let's go pick the net up. It's not easy to do from the captain's chair, by the way. The visibility out there at the moment, there's a little bit of fog, a little bit of mist on the sea, so makes it difficult to actually find them. They should be somewhere here. Let's go back. Let's just back up. I think I've gone over the top of one of them. I'm not too sure. There we go, let's go in this view. It's a lot easier. Controlling the boat is not easy. Somebody wanted to know the controls on the boat. Well, basically you got to throttle forward and reverse and a left and right. That's basically it. There is boats which do have upgrades on, which do have the thrusters as well to help you getting them out the port a lot easier. This one does have an upgrade to put them on as well. I haven't got them on, but you can put the side thrusters on this ship. So there you go. That was quite easy. So Hopefully the crew are now going to take over, and I haven't got to do that business on the keys. Right, how can I get out? Oh dear, what's going on here? Well, this is a little bit difficult to explain. I'm trying to walk and the boat's going side to side. Where have I gone? What's happened? Where have I gone? The boat's going side to side. I'm like dancing on the ship. That's what it feels like. Right, find your sea legs, Wobbles. Right, let's go down below. Let's see them hard at work. There they are. I think the sounds need enhancing a little bit. The sound in the game at the moment seems a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes the sound's there and sometimes it isn't for me. I think the sounds need a little bit more work. Hopefully that's going to come in future updates. They'll improve it. There you go, that's the only sound I heard. Surely in a real ship it's a lot more noisier than that. But I think that needs... some of the sounds do need enhancing. The sounds, they seem inconsistent. Sometimes they seem to work, sometimes they don't. And another thing, nobody's actually mentioned it. I've not seen a comment. What do you guys think? I don't hear the ocean. I'd like to hear the ocean a little bit more. It doesn't sort of sound quite right. You can hear the engines of the ship, but you don't sort of hear the ocean. I don't know how difficult that will be from a programmer's point of view, but it seems just a little bit quiet. I know when you get on the lunar bow, you hear the seagulls and things like that. Things change. I haven't actually done that. I will do in the future. I'll do the lunar bow and the Hermes trawler. But basically, why I haven't actually done them is I've had to restart the game, basically due to PC upgrades I've done last week. So that's why I haven't actually been on them yet. I've had to restart. Oh dear. Regarding the trawler, the lunar bow, why I've just mentioned it, I have actually had a go at that ship, and you go in open water and you do actually have to go and search for the fish. You don't get a map where they are. You actually have to sort of search for them, so it gets a little bit more sim-like then. It does change a little bit. But no doubt, hopefully, I'll be able to do a little bit of that soon. By which time you guys have probably got the game and you're doing it anyway. Anyway, competition time, the giveaway. Let's just have a quick chat about that. If you haven't entered the giveaway, you're going to have to do it very quickly now. Click that eye. I'll put an eye up. Should be up in the right hand corner of the screen. After you watch the video, go to the giveaway video. You've got probably less than 24 hours now to enter that before I'll close it, and I'll do the giveaway. So this video should be going out on the 5th of February. The game is actually released on the 7th of February 2018, and I'm going to do the giveaway on the 6th of February. So on the 6th of February, what I'll do is I'll probably shut down the comments, so you've got to be really quick now to enter that giveaway if you want a chance of getting the game for free. I've got 3 copies to give away, courtesy of the game developers, and that video will be going out sometime on the 6th of February, so you've got to be quick. So get your entries in right now, guys, right now. I'll actually, what I'll do for that one, it's been quite popular actually. It's been one of the most popular giveaways that I've actually done on the channel. There's quite a few people entered, so good luck to everybody who's actually entered. And I'll actually record the pick a winner, the software actually picking a winner. I'll actually record that and put that video up tomorrow, and then the process will go of I've got to try and get in touch with you guys. That's not always easy. So if you do win, you know, just have a little bit of patience. Eventually, you know, you will get your game key, but you won't be able to use it until the 7th of February. It's a retail key, so maybe don't try to redeem it until the game's actually being launched. Otherwise it's not going to work. I don't think. So we'll just now try and get these nets on board here. It's quite difficult manoeuvring the boat, actually, the ship, when the sea's rough. There we go, that wasn't too bad. Probably not going to get them all on. I've only got a little bit of room left now. I don't think I've got the full capacity storage on this ship. I've still yet to upgrade it. Still yet to upgrade to the better radar system that's available on the upgrades. Thrusters I've got to upgrade to. The freezer I've got to put on, and the engine upgrades. Actually, I've not got the quicker, more horsepower engine on board this ship currently. I think the thrusters were something like 500,000. I've got no cheat codes. I've got no cheat money in the game or nothing. I'm having to play it how you guys would. There we go. I should now have a full ship, and the whole process now starts to going back to one of the harbours and selling them. Of course, I've now got to organise the crew. Get on the phone here, tell the crew what to do, organise the crew. They're going to be very, very slow at doing this because they haven't levelled up. I think I mentioned previously that once your crew have levelled up, they actually get more stamina, and they become quicker at the job in hand, what you actually assign to them. But for now they're going to be very slow, and it's going to be a matter of skipping time and everything just to empty this ship. It's going to take a long time. It's going to be very interesting just how this game evolves in the future updates, what's coming in DLC. Very much looking forward to that. They are going to have to really pull their socks up back there and get this game evolved because and updated, because there's already people saying, oh, it's boring, but that's the game. It's fishing. It's like the truck driving games I play. Oh, people say, oh, that's boring, but if you like playing these sort of games, you're going to play it. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see what's going to come in the future regarding this game, because the actual start, bearing in mind, guys, this is the first time it's going to be released. I think they've been working on this game possibly from 2013, I think I read somewhere. So this is the first time this game's going to be released, and it's quite a good start. What this game is at the moment is quite good. It's been released in a far better state than some of the games I played when they first been released. It runs nice and smooth, that's a bonus. I mean, yeah, I've upgraded my PC on this one, but you can go back when I was on the GTX 970. I had the GTX 970, I think it was, graphics card, and the game ran lovely and smooth on that as well. That's always a bonus when games are released, because I've played some absolutely terrible games just recently that have been released, and the performance issues I've just made them unplayable. You shouldn't have a problem with this one, because this copy I've got here, it's running lovely and smooth. It really is. And future updates, it's only going to get better. So I'm just going to drop a net here. I'm going to put these marker flags down, so I know which, just to aid me in the direction which I'm going. And I'm going to drop a net here, so I can come back and collect that later on. checking I'm on course. If you see any blue light on the ocean, that's actually the marker flag that I've put down. Just using them just to aid me that I'm going in the right direction. Oh, we're damaging the net there, Wobbles. Oh dear. Got to try and keep that slider in the middle. I'll say it again, it's been a lot easier on this ship than what it was on that little boat. Of course, when the ocean is choppy, when it's rough, that little boat does get thrown about a bit. I thought I was going to sink it the other day. I went out in a storm, it really was bad, and the waves were crashing right over the boat. I really thought it was going to sink, but it didn't. You must be able to sink your boats because there's insurance that you take out and everything that you can at the docks. So I don't know what the game's going to be like upon its release. Maybe there's going to be AI traffic and more obstacles. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what's coming in the future. So I've dropped that net. I'm going to return later on. You won't see me do that, but I'm going to return later on. I suppose you want to know how much I caught for this catch. So I'll head back to one of the harbours here. Of course, I've got to organise the crew, and they're quite slow at the moment because they haven't levelled up. So I'm going to have to skip a little bit. Otherwise, this video is just going to go on and on and on and on. So hopefully we're going in the right direction. I can see the lights. In the distance. Once you've played the game and put a few hours in, you do get your bearings from the land around you. You get used to the area. So what did I get? There we go. I did have to skip time quite a lot in port. So there you go, guys. Good luck in the draw, guys. Look out for that video coming real soon.